Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Myth Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got 12 orders going out today, and also we're going to go over the thrift haul I mentioned last video. So I just got back from my storage unit, and I was just bringing out the books that I'd thrown in my car, I don't know, a few days ago when I was cleaning up, and my storage unit flooded again. This is, I think, the third time. First thing going out on A2, Tupperware set of 2 Cervelier orange and green, orange and avocado. Without the lids, unfortunately. And I messaged the owner and I said, hey, I could see that water was receded, but I could see boxes that had wicked water and a mirror that's, I think, ruined. For the set of 2, took an offer, $8.99 free shipping. I would not do this again. Basically going to be either they have the lids or they don't, and their donation or whatever. Because for $8.99, and this is going to 6 plus. I could probably just throw this in a poly bag. I mean, you're not really going to hurt that. It would take a lot of force to hurt it. So I guess maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. This has had me before, so most of my stuff was up off the ground, but even the shelving I built, you know, all the 2x4 and OSB soaks up water, so it's not nothing. Depends on what I paid for them, which for these I probably paid around a quarter, so it's okay. I still wouldn't do it because I'm focusing now that I'm filling up my workspace quite a bit. My plan was never to ever have to work on quantity. Actually, let me take that back. My plan originally was to work on quantity. That was a bad plan. It's a bad plan. You got to have employees. You got to have steady streams of sourceable, repeatable items. So for me now, it is optimizing the footprint on my shelves, optimizing every listing. So something like this, I would now pass on, but it's not too bad if you get it cheap enough. And I said, hey, by the way, my storage unit flooded again. You know, it's dry now, but it flooded again at some point. Oh, I know, the whole building did. Okay, so you didn't want to message me and be like, hey, it flooded, you might want to check your stuff? I don't know. But moral of the story is I'm probably going to build a shed or storage unit on my property. Next thing up, this is more what I'm talking about, where it might be long tail, but the return on investment is great. The dollar per square inch it takes up is great. The packing time, not so great. I just, a few weeks ago, paid for the whole year, so it won't happen till spring next year. But that is on the to-do list now, because that's just, in my opinion, ridiculous. You know, things happen, but a courtesy call would have been nice. So here, to go off on a tangent, you know I do, there are basically 3 boxes that it has to check 2 of them. Items have to check 2. Return on investment, time to list, pack, clean. Those are all basically time. And then space. I get a really good deal on my storage unit, so I'm not like gonna cry about it and complain, but I won't be there this time next year. That's the moral of that story. It has served its purpose. It was cheap. I appreciated the deal, but I'm not dealing with that. If it checks 2 of those boxes, it's worth selling for me. If it only checks 1 of those boxes, no thank you. So return on investment, sure, you're worth $100. But if it's blow mold, I might pass on that because of how much space it takes up. Blow molds, that's a bad example because I would always pick those up and I'll just put them in storage. Just pack them immediately, put them in storage. But you get kind of what I'm seeing. I can't store a blow mold here comfortably. So that kind of thing. It has to check 2 of 3 boxes. For the cost I pay per year, I could buy a prefab shed, put it on the corner of my property, and store the exact same amount of stuff 25 feet from my house. I just don't want to give up my yard. That's the thing. I don't want to give up a square footage chunk of my yard. That's the only issue. So that's now a thing I don't have to consider one way or the other. I'll have a shed next year. And this one on A4, unicorn horse porcelain A1234. And this one I'm not gonna say sad to see it go. I'm sad to see it go for $100 because at one point I had it listed for I think $200. I bought a little bit of a spider web there. I bought I think 4 unicorns, maybe it was 3. I think it was 4 though, from Goodwill a while back, and the other one sold. This was the most valuable one, and not so much anymore because one of them I think sold for $150. But I just kept lowering the price, and when I bought them, I said unicorns get such a bad rap because if this was a real life horse, a midnight blue, cobalt blue horse with a golden horn, that would be the coolest animal on the planet. But for some reason, it gets pigeonholed into like it's a little girly thing or whatever. This is a war horse. This is a killing machine. Watch any horse military era movie of any kind, or at least one that's realistic. Horses are a weapon on the battlefield. They literally just run through people that don't have a horse and trample them and murder them. Now stick a horn on the end of its head, and you basically have a rideable rhino. I mean, I've always had a problem with that. And for some reason, you know, it's oh, they're so girly. No, it's a murder horse. So for that, $99.99 plus shipping. I think I still had it listed for $150, maybe. Gave a significant offer. Either way, it's been listed enough time. I paid $10 or $15 for it. I went sourcing the other day, and I ran out of time, not things to source. Salvation Army was just good. There'd been I don't know, an influx that day or whatever. I got it at a good time. Who knows? So let's go ahead and go over some of those things. First couple things for the house. These are, I didn't know when I bought them, but they light up. I found that out when I dropped them on the counter like that. Catapult. I never heard of them. I got them for $3.99. They look very, very newish. I got them to resell, maybe. I think $30 is about what they were going for. But they're a size 5. My boy's currently busting out of a size 3. He's at that age where boys shoot up 4 shoe sizes a year. So I think there's 2 options. One, I'll list it. If it sells, it sells. And if Michael's feet grow that big in that time, then he can just pull them off and have them. Or I'll just throw them in the closet till the end of summer when he's inevitably a size 5. And he'll have a cool pair of shoes. Also pay $3.99 for a really big, really nice beach blanket. It's not close, but it's creeping up towards that time of year. I figured let's add another beach blanket to the pile. Beach blankets in my house for some reason seem to disappear. Next up, A3 is a vintage Nintendo A123 NES cleaning cartridge type thing. Oh, yep, back here. Here we go, with the box and the, I think, manual, possibly. Got that in the last big game haul, which that screwdriver came in finally, so I can get the 3 Wiis I have taken apart, cleaned, tested, listed. So that's good. Probably won't get to that today. And then, funny story, I was watching Nurse Flipper, and it was a teacup video. And she was saying, look out for Royal Worcester and a very specific pattern, she said. If you've been watching for a while, you know the Royal Worcester Evesham veil I find somewhat often, and it sells great. It's like a plums and pears fruit design. So I commented on her video, and she commented back. She's like, oh, I've never seen that pattern. And then I went to Salvation Army. One of the first things I saw was a Royal Worcester porcelain. I don't know what this pattern's called, but it'll be easy enough to find out. And this is an egg coddler. And a Royal Worcester Eversham Vale egg coddler was the very first thing I sold on eBay. And I had said before, I wasn't super happy about it because Jen had sourced it, not myself. So I'd listed whatever the max is when you first open your store, 20 items, 25 items. And one of them was something she sourced, and that was the one thing that sold, the first thing that sold. So egg coddlers I always look out for. Royal Worcester I always look out for. And now I have found both in a pattern I hadn't seen before. And it's $4.99. I didn't even look at the price when I grabbed it. I want to say it's 20 bucks plus shipping for one of those. I don't remember exactly. Next up, B3A Vintage Parcheesi B3A. And you'll see it's still here. Oh, man. I'm going to fire that guy. Here we go. B3A Vintage Parcheesi. They're like the flat pieces. So this is fairly old. I wonder if I ever had a date on there. 1975. So as far as Parcheesi is considered, that's actually not that old. Then I found, I can't remember what this clown, there was a specific name for this clown. It's like a French thing, I think. But I paid $3.59 for the fitted, the top sheet, and a pillowcase. And this was from a company. Let's see if I can get it here. The Bib Company. And most of the vintage character type sheet sets are Bib Company. So your, Scooby-Doo's and, cartoon characters, that kind of thing. It seems like during a certain era, that's who was making all those. And this was the full set. I did find one, not a complete set. I think a sheet and pillowcases, something like that. And they had it listed very high, 50, 60 bucks plus shipping. Something really, really high. But I'm just looking to get like $29.99 free shipping on that. Maybe not free shipping. Maybe also still free shipping, because this will go in a padded flat rate if it is priority. So it's still padded flat rates. I still am willing to do free shipping because it's a flat rate. Same thing with media mail. The reason my media mail is always free shipping is because I know before I sell it how much that shipping is going to cost me, no matter where I ship it to. So I can bake that into the price without any worries. Unlike something like a stereo unit, where if I ship it to California or if I ship it to one town over, that price can be tens of dollars in difference, maybe even more than that. Went to play Parcheesi with the kids yesterday. Day before yesterday, that doesn't really matter. And I couldn't find it. I was 100% sure we had Parcheesi. I've been thinking about playing Parcheesi with the kids for a few days. Went to go play it. Couldn't find it. Ended up playing a game called Labyrinth. It's from Ravensburger, or Ravensburger, however you want to say it. Very cool game. Not only it's a good adult game because it's a strategy game, but the playing field is very, very even. Like if I played with 4 adults, it would still be enjoyable. But if I played with me and my 2 oldest children, which I did, and the little boy, he's 8, and he won 4 of the 4 games. So it was definitely, and I'm not someone who throws a game. I do not let my children win. That I don't think that teaches them anything. I don't do it. I might take it a little easy on them. I might hint here or there how to do it. But my goal is still to win. Close games, but win. And he won all 4 games. He was very happy. Next thing up is just a single pillowcase. This might have even been half off. I don't remember what color was half off. This is homemade. These are knockoff Chuck Taylors. And I looked and I didn't see any Chuck Taylor bedding of any kind listed on eBay. So I figured I'm going to put $19.99 free shipping on a Chuck Taylor pillowcase. I don't think Chuck Taylor's, there's a Vero risk. So I don't think using that in the title is going to be an issue. But if it is, I'll have to use some type of replica, or I'll have to use some type of keywords that save me from having an issue. But I don't think there's any Vero issues that I got to worry about anyway. So I still think I'll get 20 bucks for that because it is the only one. So if somebody wants a pillowcase with Chucks on it, this is the one they will get. Next thing, A5. And you'll see from the picture, this is the oldest listing I have because of the background. A5 is a Handerbite beer stein. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beer stein. Beer steins, I mean, it's a niche where there is money. It's not a niche that I care to learn about or try to make any profits in, because there's too many. I've had that listed for 2 years probably. I probably paid a couple bucks for it. I got $9.99 plus shipping. Had reduced the price many times. I could probably get 7 different steins that look exactly like that one from different countries and different producers and stuff. Steins, everyone thinks they're worth a fortune because everyone has a collection of them. No, most 99% of them are not worth selling. So $9.99 plus shipping. And that background, I used to use tissue paper because my photo station would move to whatever corner I could find in the house at the moment. And tissue paper was a good instant backdrop. So if you are in desperate need of a backdrop, tissue paper is a cheap, good option, because as soon as it's a little, not good, or you get a little stain on it or something, or a little rip, trash it, new fresh piece, good to go. And then there must have been, for some reason, there was a bunch of brand new scarves. That's where I got hung up with a lot of time, because I was in the linen scarf area. Thank you, Nurse Flipper. It wasn't like I found anything special. There was just some new stuff, so that's great. This one, I picked it up because it's 100% cashmere and it's made in Scotland. Foreign made, 100% cashmere. $3.99. I could definitely make some money there. I'm not sure how much. This one is a Wisconsin collegiate new scarf. And of course, this is not scarf season, so I'm well aware these might not sell for a while, but that's okay. They're very easy to list. They're new with tags. I'm expecting on most of these, for a scarf, I'm expecting $19.99 free shipping. That's just kind of a general area, unless these brands happen to be a little better than I'm thinking. Next up, Beach Boys Surfs Up. This one here, I think, kind of looking by the color scheme. Yes, Beach Boys Surfs Up. And I found this to be a very weird cover for a Beach Boys album. It's like a sunny, poppy, happy band. And I think this is a picture of Crazy Horse. So not sunny and happy and Beach Boys-esque. You'd think surfboards and woodies with surfboard on top and waves. But either way, $19.99 free shipping. And then this one is a pistol scarf. Did see a sold comp for this one. This company, it wasn't like it was a great scarf company by any means. This one, because it's like this Aztec, Native American type of pattern. I don't know if there's a specific name for this pattern, but I think in the sold comp I saw, they did have a name for it. $4.79 I paid for that. I want to say there was a sold comp for about 40 bucks. So that would be great. Next up, it's a book. Acres of Diamonds. I just listed this one, so that's cool. Acres of Diamonds, not a lot of money. $7.99 free shipping. And then next up is a remote. It's a JVC of some kind. It's not going to be in that one. It'll be in this one. I think it actually is that one right on top, but either way, we'll see. And for that, $7.99 free shipping. Now this one, woo! This one's good. Patagonia, new with tags, scarf with like a weird zipper pocket that who would ever need that for things. Brand new, this costs $69. And so this being new but secondary market, I did see a sold comp for about 50 bucks on that. So $8 into $50 for something that gets tossed in an envelope. That, as I was saying before, that definitely checks the boxes, okay? Easy to list, no cleaning. I gotta get the tag off, but that's it. Easy to list, easy to clean, high return on investment, and very easy to ship. I mean, like I said, toss it in an envelope, we're good to go. Poly bag, good to go. And the difference, let me just grab it real quick. C203, yep, that's the one. So the difference between this at $7.99 and this at $7.99 is about $1 in profit, because medium mail, first class. So it does matter, even though the price is the same and it's free shipping. This is worth it. This is more profitable. This, not so much. But a long time ago, I had listed, I don't know, some crazy amount, like 50 plus remotes at the same time. And so I listed basically all of them. $7.99, free shipping. Then I picked up, they were priced separately, but this is the back seat floor mats, and this is the front seat floor mats, and these are OEM product for a Toyota Corolla. And the reason I knew these had a value is because I bought some of these for my Toyota Camry, and they were expensive. $359 for each set, so $7 plus some change on those, $8 with the tax, and I think I'll get about $75 plus shipping for the set, somewhere in there. but that's also great score. Not super easy to list because it takes up a big area and I got to find a new place to put them. Maybe with photo room, I can just throw them on the ground and take a picture. Actually, now that I'm saying it, that's exactly how I'll do it. So that does check the box of easy to list. Not so easy to store, but high return on investment. Next up on A4, WWE Kofi Kingston is the gentleman's name, if I'm not mistaken. That is his name, Kofi Kingston. I'm not a wrestling fan. I mean, I used to be when I was a child. But I paid, as you see, $9 retail arbitrage from Walmart, and I got $19.99 free shipping. Not great. I think I had 10 of them. I think I have 8 of them now. But single listing, scan a barcode, take 2 pictures. It still was worth it. But I have almost completely stopped retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage for eBay doesn't make sense most of the time. For Amazon, yes, because the small profits aren't as time consuming. They're not as tedious, because I would go to Walmart, buy 10 of those, take the stickers off all of them, put them in a box, send them to Amazon, and then they just sit there until I earn money. Retail arbitrage for eBay, it's got to have a little more higher profits than I was buying before. The last thing I got, but the first thing I got when I was there, which kind of put me into all right, I found something. I'm gonna find. I had a feeling. You know, you get that tingles. And it is a pair of extreme low temperature, I think these are Army issue boots, where you there's a valve here that you hook up to some type of air, and I think you pump air into them. I have literally no idea, but I know how to look stuff up. What I tend to do is if I see something priced up at the Salvation Army, then I for sure 100% look it up, because if they price it up, that means they looked it up and they're not great at it. So they'll mark something up, and like there was a set up, there was like the complete set Fisher Price circus train with all the animals and everything. I think they wanted $50 for it. I think it sells for like $30 on eBay. Not great. So, but these were marked for $25. So I said, okay, they think they're worth $25. They're probably worth something, at least worth looking up. And the cheapest pair listed right now is $75 plus shipping. So I'll probably mark mine. They're not in great condition, but I don't think you can really hurt them. They're rubber. So I'll probably mark mine $75, $100 plus shipping. 25 into 75, 100 for something that's, again, easy to list, very easy to pack. This will have to go UPS or FedEx just because weight and size, but still easy because you can't hurt them. And that I'm really, really leaning towards. Next thing up, it's a book, Head Tied. I put it in the wrong spot, I think. But right here, Head Tied by Lincoln. I put it under Lincoln on accident. For that one, $7.99 free shipping. It's a popular number today. Oh, I almost forgot. I moved it twice. And so the very last thing is there was somebody donated their entire Trolls collection. Paying $4.99 a bag. And we have Bride and Groom. I don't know what that one is. A Teacher. And these were various tags, various years. A bunch of miniature ones that'll probably get lotted up. That one's got a smooch on its butt cheek. I'm just digging more stuff out of its bag. I forgot all the things I got. This one, I paid too much for it, but it's still profit. So I said, why not? And then we got, let's see, Super Kicker. Actually, that's the one I looked up. And I saw that one was, I don't know, $10 plus shipping, $15 free shipping, something like that. And I said, okay, I'm making money on there. Let's go ahead and grab them. We got what looks like a Pebbles from Flintstones and a mermaid, possibly. But another bag there, $4.99. Another one, 2 bunnies, a witch, and a gymnast. And then, I don't know what these are. Is that a pirate? Maybe it's trolls from around the world, something like that. Maybe that's the type it is. And so, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags there at about $5 a piece. So that's $30. I will at least 5x my money. I'm not sure exactly. Some are going to be worth more than others. Some might not be worth listing individually, and some might. I assume somewhere around a 5x there. And then I forgot I got these, but I have bought these before, these ones specifically. And what I did is I lotted them up into single colors. I had 3 bolos red, 3 bolos yellow, and I had, I think, 6 sets of each color, 5 sets of each color, and it took a little bit for them to sell, but they all eventually sold because people don't want to buy the whole set. They need replacements. They lose one or they lose a color. I might go as far as with this set, listing them individually because, again, people lose one. They don't lose all of them. And then same thing, these go to this brand, Go Gator, some type of ring game, some type of bean bags. These ones I'll lot together for sure because I haven't sold these before, but these sold well enough that I think I might test selling individual ones. I'll see what there is for comps, what there is for current listings, because I didn't look those up. I just bought them because from my experience, they will sell, have sold, and sold for a decent profit. Next up is a game, took a significant offer, The Witcher 3 for Xbox. And The Witcher is probably the #1 game I want to play and have not played a single second of. I've just heard such good things about the whole series, but I just don't have time to play games anymore. $15.99 free shipping. And I think I had that listed $21.99. And let me interject real quick. I notice when I'm editing, it looks like I'm picking my nose constantly. I don't notice it when I'm filming, but I have allergies. And I also have a mustache, and when it tickles my nose, I can't take it, and I itch it, and then I go to edit, and I'm like, oh God, it looks like I'm picking my nose again. So that's a fun fact for you. Maybe if I let you know, then I won't feel so self-conscious about it as I edit. But all in all, this was, I can't say it's the most I've ever spent at my local Salvation Army, but it's got to be close. I spent $123. It was like $123.40, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Very weird. And that does include the shoes and the towel, which aren't obviously going to be resold. And I don't know. Let me do a quick count here. It's going to be about 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, $500 here. That's probably a fair estimate. If I can get all this listed before this video comes out, I'll put a total as well, so you can see how good I am at guessing, or see if this was even a good haul. Maybe I missed on a bunch of this. Maybe the one I looked up was the only troll worth anything, and the rest of these are garbage. I don't know. Next thing up, and last thing up, Car 10. Car 10, which is 2 McDonald's, what are these called? Like a romper, if I'm not mistaken. Shapper Stomper, that's what it's called. 2 Shapper Stompers, McDonald's toys. And for those 2, took a offer, $14. I think I had them $19.99. Those were from my childhood toy collection, so they're a cost of 0. So that's a great return on no investment. All right, I had a feeling. I knew it. I knew there was some. I was like, man, I remember this being a much better score. What could it have possibly been? And what it was, if you remember the pillowcases, they were Corskill, something like that was the name. Royal Empress, I think was the pattern. But 2 pillowcases, 2 pillow shams, I sold for $65, $60 plus shipping. Crazy money for 2 pillowcases. And I'm mad at myself because when I purchased those, these matching pillows were there already. So there might have been more. Because it doesn't appear that these, why would there only be these ones? I don't really know. Maybe there was another set and I missed out on it. All I know is these would have been there when I bought the pillowcases, and I didn't even think to look. But I paid $4.79 for this one, $3.99 for this one. Actually, I didn't. Now that I remember, it was yellow tag, so I got half off on these. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe $50 a piece. Because that bedding set was not normal. It was a very expensive bedding set. For the complete set, used was like $500. I'm thinking I may put these together just for the appeal. That's something I'll have to discover later. While you're listing, it's a lot easier to make those kind of decisions than just talking about it. But I'm mad at myself because there probably was 2 more of these. I'm guessing there was 2 of this one and 2 of this one. I can't confirm that. I should have thought okay, the pillowcases are here. Let me check this. Because I did go check the sheets. I did go check the comforters. Those were not. The pillows were something to keep in mind from now on. If you find something that might be in a set, go look for the rest of the set. It might have came in at one time. Live and learn. And just like that, I spoke too soon about retail arbitrage, and another retail arbitrage thing sells. A3 is a Duck brand window kit. And it's just one of them. I have many of these, but I paid very little for them, I think. $4. Actually, not really that little. So $4, $8.99 free shipping. Took an offer. That is not worth it at all. So I stand by my point. Retail arbitrage has not been that great to me. Except for the Legos, for sure. Thank you, Jason, on that. And the Ghostbusters things, because they were $1. How could I possibly go wrong with $1? Put them in a garage sale for $5. Can't go wrong with that. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.